Hello, this is Ron McCulloch. I'm a consultant podiatric surgeon specializing in the condition of Morton's neuroma. This is just about something that was brought to my attention during one of the videos. As you know, we recommend the Ultra shoe for Morton's neuroma with the caveat that it does have a rather low heel, which causes problems if you have very tight calf muscles. And one of the things I mentioned was that you can place a small heel lift in the shoe and that will then negate that effect to a large extent. So we had some feedback. As you can see, the shoe is quite shallow at the heel. Some are deeper than others, so do have a look at the different Ultras. But this one is quite shallow. The thing I want to show you here is the lacing technique that keeps your heel back in the shoe, and that can make a significant difference. This is also important if you have a triangular foot shape where your heel is quite narrow and your forefoot is wide. So the lacing technique is as follows. As you can see, and you might wonder, you may know, but you may not, that there are two extra holes at the very top of the shoe, and I'll try and show you just there. Those are usually ignored by people, but this is actually a very useful feature to allow the foot to be held back in the shoe. Now, the only thing about the lace that came with the shoe is it's rather short, so you may have to invest in some longer laces. But fundamentally, what you do is, rather than ending your lacing system like this, you go back through this loop again, or through this hole again, sorry. And then what that does is it creates a loop, as you can see. You do exactly the same thing on the other side. So again, you go through and you create a second loop. And then what you do is you take the end of your lace on one side and you thread it through the loop you've created on this end. And you do exactly the same with the loop you've created on the other side. What you're actually doing is you're creating a locking system where you're locking the lace at the back. And what that does is the lace generally pulls the foot down, but these laces will pull the foot back into the heel. And by doing that, you will end up with much better purchase around the heel and you're far less likely to get heel slippage. It's a small thing, but it can be a problem for people if they try and raise their heels or if they have a narrow heel counter and then your foot moves excessively and it can predispose to Morton's neuroma. Tighten each. Remember, you pull back before you actually tie the lace and then you tie your normal bow as per usual. This is a good system which I would recommend if you have issues with heel slippage when you're using the Ultra or need any other shoe that might prove to create that kind of problem. Thank you.